my God. Yeah, man. What's good, everybody? Welcome to Cashing Out. This is episode number 3. Today we do have Jon The Everyday Collector. Shout out Collecting Weekly. How's it going, Jon?
It's going great, man. I really appreciate the invite. Like I like to say, it's an honor and a privilege. And that intro, damn, man, that's solid.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Took a lot of time. Shout out Mario for helping on the intro. Pretty cool, man. So just to ask real quick, what's up with the setup behind you? I don't think I've seen that recently, right? Just the Doctor Doom I've noticed.
Yeah, Doctor Doom. I just moved my collection down here, so I've been thinking about getting some pieces reorganized, and just haven't had the time. So I was off work today, and I said, why not? It's the perfect time. Should get some things set up. So these two here are the got them a while ago. The Mythos Vader and Darth Maul
Mhm.
by Sideshow. The ones they released them quite a while ago. So I said, yeah, pull them out. Why not? Get some fresh air. Everything's boxed up. Get some fresh air into the collection.
Air, you say?
Let them breathe.
Jon, is that you? Is
Well,
that you, Jon?
I always get flack. I get flack from everybody. Oh, the box collector. Okay, we're gonna air things out slowly.
Yeah, you're letting them touch the air that might devalue them, man.
I don't know, man. It's okay. I don't resell, so it's fine.
All right, man. Let's say what's up to the chat, man. Looks like we have let's see here. This guy right here, man. This
Ooh,
guy Cash, man. This
jeez.
dude's freaking impersonating me or something, man. Shout out Luke for being here. Casual Nerd Problems. What's up, man?
Hey, Steve.
Vein 21. The symbiote looks nice, Dennis. Congrats. Dennis Perez, what's going on, man? Shout out Brenton. I see you. Statue Habit 21 or 71. Luke, what's good, man? So hey, Jon, let me ask you this right here. Every time I see you on camera, man, that doom is always the first thing that it draws me to. Um, but what's up with the doom? The doom is like the grail piece, and it's always the one that stayed out. So even though you have everything boxed up, you moving your collection around,
Yeah.
that doom ain't go nowhere.
No, I don't know what it is. That's for me. It's one of my prized possessions. Hard to find. Like one. I picked
Yeah.
that baby up a long time ago. Like that when that thing released. I think it was back in 2005. I think we're
Are you
going way
serious?
back. Yeah, man, we're going way back.
Wow.
And you know what the retail was on that? 325.
Damn. Hey, and that's crazy because compared to today, so they didn't. You can't even say a triple. It's like times 10,
And
almost like
when it
times 12.
and when it released, people thought it was expensive at that time. So it's
Damn.
crazy to see where we've come
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
in the
yeah,
collecting world.
yeah. Because
But
even the new Daniel Bell piece, it's like what 800, I think, eight something maybe.
something like that, yeah, yeah.
That's
It, it's crazy, absolutely
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. That's
But
crazy, man.
I bought them,
Hmm.
inspected them. I didn't buy them retail. I paid quite a bit a few years later, and I always kept them boxed. Never had them out of the box. So when I moved into my house, um, I said, "This is going to be the first one that comes out. I'm going to find a spot, safe spot, and it's." He's never gone back since. Fingers crossed.
You see this comment, dude? I was offered one last week, 3,000. What's that? Australian, right? With damaged paint in it, and it sold. What the heck, man? That
Yeah,
is
man.
crazy, dude.
I had a guy offer me like 3, 4 years ago, if not more. He said he'd pay. I think it was 4,500 U.S. or Canadian, something like that. And I can't let it go.
So do you have a tapping out point? Like, what's the most you would ever pay for a statue on the aftermarket?
I don't have a most. I don't. When
Really?
statues, yeah, statues are a different game. Um, I always say to myself, if you're after a piece, you're gonna pay what the market is calling, and you're not gonna really have a choice. You might get a couple $100 off here and there, but if the statue is sold out and so forth, limited number, the price of that thing is just going to keep going up. So if you come across a statue that's rare, you grab it if you get the opportunity, because you may not get that opportunity again. And if you do, you may end up paying more than what you could have originally got it for.
So are you basically kind of saying like Superman Hush, for example, or Hawkman, those may be more a year from now than what they are now? Is that kind of what you're getting at?
Oh, most definitely. If in the statue game, statues always tend to appreciate. I see they always move towards the appreciation of the value. They always go up, depending on the demand and depending on the edition size as well.
So not the same for Hot Toys.
We won't talk about. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, they're right off. Those guys. Those guys are breaking collectors' hearts. No, it's not the same, because when it comes to Hot Toys, you're not looking at a numbered edition. You don't have an edition size on the Hot Toys, so they have the freedom to do whatever they want. They reissue this, reissue that. There's no free. They have the freedom to do whatever they want. So yeah, not the same. Statue game and the 6 scale figure game, completely different.
Yeah, man. Crazy, dude. I mean, for me, I don't think I actually have a. I take that back. Like I do have a tapping out point. Like I think anyway. I mean, the most I've ever paid for a statue myself is about 1,800, give or take. Aftermarket Green Goblin XM. However, I feel like I said, like I said before, once I get to that end points where I know I'm down to my last couple of statues, like my last 5 to 10, I wouldn't mind whatever the price was at that point, just because I know I'm coming to an end and that number is going down, and I'm only gonna buy new if I'm like replacing a new a Vader for a new Vader, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But I mean, as far as like brand new statues, yeah, the prices are more, but like even like the Michael Myers I just unboxed, like when I look at it, it's a great statue. Don't get me wrong. I love the detail. Everything's great. But somebody left a comment and they were comparing it to the Jason premium format that came out years prior. Sideshow compared to PCS. So it is different companies. However, we're comparing them. You can just tell the size difference was you were getting a bigger statue. Bigger base, like you were getting more for that same price, if not a tad lower. And I do feel like that's where we're going at moving forward in the future, is maybe the same price or a little bit more, but lesser of an actual statue. Like look at the XM Studios Red Hood. I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, that base is pretty smaller compared to like Scarecrow, or even Penguin.
But the details, the thing here is when you look at the details and paint applications that are going into the statues nowadays compared to previously, it's such an upgrade. So you have the collectors that want those original pieces and will stay true to those original pieces, but what these companies are producing now, it's unbelievable.
And, agree, man.
And that statue line is nice because the statue is smaller and the base is smaller, but it allows to display a little bit better as well.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about displaying though? Do you feel like it's based on the individual statue, or do you like to put like 3 to 4 per like shelf, or you know what I mean?
It's going to depend on the line and depend on how the statue is executed. If I'm going to put 3 or 4, I always like to have a statue that a pair, like one that will complement another. And in those cases, then I'm going to go for more of that slim look. Circular bases, detailed statues, but slim and doesn't take too much real estate in the cabinet. As opposed to if you want a stunner of a statue, you're going to go for that massive base. That you can do a full 360 and that'll display a full 360. You should get details all around.
Yeah.
It all depends on how much real estate you have.
Okay, I agree. Like I said, like I give Dennis Perez a lot of credit for how he has his displayed. I really like that, and I keep saying this is like my 5th time saying it, man. But I really like how he has his just laid out. It's so nice and neat, and I really do like that. And if anybody's hasn't gotten a chance, check out Dennis Perez on Facebook. His the Puerto Rico statue collector groups. I like the X-Men display is phenomenal. So definitely give that group a check out, give him a check out. But I want to ask you something, man. I've been asking this segment for the past 2 shows, right? And I know you got something to say, a la 60 seconds, man. So now I'm pretty sure you've watched Family Guy before. And in this segment here, now is kind of like a what grinds my gears. So,
Yeah.
is there anything in the statue community, whether it's the groups, the aftermarket, the companies, just anything you want to get off your chest, statues, hot toys, whatever it may be? Is there anything that grinds your gears? Is there anything that now you need to know?
I think when it comes to the communities, whether it be statues, whether it be anything you collect, it's the people that bully other people in the community, in the chats. When someone gives an opinion, they just go and bully them. They attack them. You calling someone stupid, idiotic, there's no need for that in this community. Keep
Yeah,
it positive. This community needs to be a place where you can hop on a channel, hop on a Facebook group, whatever, and express your opinions without having the feeling that you're going to be ridiculed. It's one thing you
yeah,
can joke around here and there, but when you start doing personal attacks, you can't do that. It leaves a bad taste in the mouth, and then it doesn't allow people to express themselves. That's why I'm like a chatterbox. I have like a I don't care attitude because, you know, I'm not gonna say I feel like I have a duty, but I want to be the person that expresses how I feel. I'll take everyone's feelings into consideration, but
yeah,
I want to express how I feel because even if I can relate to one person and I can relate to that one person and they, let's say they're shy or they're scared to express their opinion, well, I'm coming out expressing mine, and if my opinion matches theirs, maybe it'll give them a little bit more confidence. That's how I look. But yeah, guys, don't bully each other. Be respectful. It's not a competition. This collecting world is not a competition, guys. We all work. We all love collecting, whether you collect comic books, statues. Come together as a community and be positive.
no, yeah, I agree, man. It's crazy because like something else I kind of want to say, and let me ask you this because this is my newest gripe. When you're selling a statue, and we're just
Okay.
talking Facebook, no eBay, Facebook Marketplace, nothing like that, just strictly I put it in a group. Hey, I want to buy this I don't know, Magneto from you.
Yeah.
If I'm selling a Magneto, and I get it, you're technically not supposed to tell somebody to pay the PayPal fees. But if I'm asking for $400 for the statues, can I get the 400 I'm asking for? Can I not end up with 390? You know what I'm saying? Like that
Of course.
really grinds my gears, man. So now you need to know that. So with the community out there, somebody's asking for a set price, just go ahead and pay the fee for
Exactly.
them or add it on there if you want to be protected. I get it. You want to be protected, goods and services. That's all fine and dandy, but just add an extra $5 on there for the person so they get their fee, just like you want to get your statue on one piece.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah, man. I'm so hey, I had to get that off my chest, man. My bad. I had to get that off
No,
my
that's buddy.
chest.
It's perfect. That's a perfect grinds my gears. Just everyone be happy, man. Be
Yeah.
happy. It's not a competition. Enjoy. Grab a drink. Go on this. Hop on this YouTube. There's so many great channels. Cash is doing a great job. Hop on and relax. Have a chat. There's no need for
That's what she said.
Jesus. There's there's no need for this mumbo jumbo that's going on.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. So hey, before we get any further, I do want to bring this to everybody's attention. Let's see here. So what we have here is a giveaway we are going to do on the channel. So let me go ahead and show you guys this real quick here. All right. So this is the Halloween art print. It is 16 by 24. I'm going to be giving this away today to one lucky winner. All you have to do is leave in the comment section down below one question I will be asking shortly All you got to do is answer that question for your chance to win this. Now, if you are in the United States, I will ship this to you free of charge. But if you are anywhere other than the US of A, all I ask is that you pay for shipping and you will get a free art print. Now, shout out my guy Vic. He did draw this. We will also be giving this away here. Now, this may not be tonight, just depends on how the stream goes, but this will definitely be next week, if not tonight. So we have this art print right here. Again, hand done. So that is the giveaways that we will be having, Pennywise as well as Michael Myers. So do stay tuned to the stream, and we will be giving those away here shortly. So, John, gotta ask you another question, man. What's the newest shows that you've watched? Whether it's Marvel, DC, anything. What's on your mind, man? What you watching these days, man?
Man, nothing's. I got finished WandaVision, Loki. What was the other one? Vision. Started Visions. Star Wars Visions. That's a little. But what's the latest one that I watched? Oh, what's that one? What's that one that they just did, the Marvel one? What if?
That's what she said.
What if I remember?
Yep.
No, it's.
I'm sorry, man. I've been watching The Office, man. Okay, that's cool, man. Like I said, I still haven't caught up on any of the movies recently or TV shows. I need to. But you know, it's just something I haven't actually caught up on myself. I'm very excited for the Eternals. Very excited for that. Very excited to actually see Hawkman. Hawkman is the one I've personally been waiting for myself.
Yeah.
But
check out Loki. Loki was pretty good.
No, Hawkeye. My bad, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, really? The when you said Hawkman, I'm like, what? I didn't hear that. No.
Yeah,
I didn't hear anything about Hawkeye.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Hawkeye, though, the Christmas themes, like, I don't know. When I saw the trailer, I was a little, but I really enjoyed Loki. The way they executed that show was great. WandaVision was good as well. First few episodes, it took a bit of time to get into high gear, but that ended well as well.
Yeah. How do you feel about the What If show? Do you feel like they should have had the actual actors voicing it, or what do you feel?
I don't mind that they didn't really. I understand. You mentioned the cost that would be to get the actual actors to do it. I enjoy the show. I think some of the episodes were really well done. I think one of my favorites was the Doctor Strange episode.
Doctor Strange, yeah.
Everybody loves that one. But yeah, I think it's been a great show so far, and I think they're going to do more episodes down the line.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
Yeah, but it's exciting to see something like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree, man. Dude, ever since I missed on that 1/3 Hawkman, it's like I'm always thinking of it. You're right, man. I'm always thinking of it.
It'll come. But when that
not for $1,000.
Well, no.
Yeah, not for $1,000.
You have to take a little bit of it. You got to lose on one end. It'll come. When it comes, you got to jump on it though.
So
we have 2 kidneys for a reason.
Yeah. All right, Pame, appreciate you being here, man.
Take it easy, Pamrikas.
So here's a question for you: How much is the max you paid for a statue or hot toy?
Yeah. Max right now that I've paid for a statue was Thanos on Throne. That was 3,000 Canadian.
3,000 Canadian, you say?
3,000 Canadian.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was. I missed out on it originally, and I just loved that piece. And again, it was a situation where I came across it, and it's funny you mentioned it. Actually, it came with the reason why I paid a little bit more. Dennis was talking about the artist yesterday. I think his name is Suardo, but he does custom portraits and so forth.
Yeah.
The seller threw in a custom portrait to go with the Thanos on Throne.
Okay, I can see that.
So yeah, it was the old man Thanos.
Old man Thanos, okay.
And I said,
I can see that. Yeah, I mean, I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, only people I know has it is you and Casual. I mean, that's pretty much it for me. You guys are the only people I know. But hey, I want to ask you about your background. So how did you get into this hobby, man? Because like, you got you have hot toys, you have statues, um,
Yeah,
you're moving stuff around in the house. Like, what started this for you? Like what got you to this point today?
we're going we're going way back.
Go way back, man.
Way back.
Yeah, let the people know.
I got into collecting with my dad. All right,
Really?
1989 Batman. That's what got me into collecting. And we used to collect comic books together. So he had his collection from when yeah, our Canadian Looney Toonies are real money, man.
Looney Tunes.
uh, he got me into comics. He had his comics, and then I started my small comic collection. But even from a young age, when I collected comics, I think that's what's developed my collecting habit now, in the sense that, like, for example, hot toys are, I buy the hot toy, I keep it in the box, I inspect it, but then I put it back in the box. Like, it was the same with comics. I never read the comics. I kept them in the plastic with the card back, nicely taped, and appreciated the artwork. And then it started Hot Toys. Hot Toys Iron Man. This was Mark III, I think it was, back in
What's up, Edwin?
2000. How's it going, Edwin? Back in 2009, that was my first hot toy, and it was like nothing you've ever seen. It was like, wow, all these parts move. You got Robert Downey Jr.'s likeness. It's like, holy mac. And then my first statue, I still have this statue. I still hold it to such high regard. Is the It was the Sideshow Collectibles Mary Jane comiquette, where it was by what's his name, Adam Hughes. It was part of the
Adam
Adam Hughes line,
Hughes. Gotcha.
and it's a statue where she was bent over, and everything was detailed. You had the floor tile; it looked like a laundry room, and
Hmm.
she was she had a laundry basket on a table, and she was holding up Spider Man's costume, his outfit. And when I saw that statue, I don't know what it was, but that just got me into the statue game, and it's been a downhill slope ever since. Marvel, DC, everything.
So
Um,
has your dad got a chance to see your collection?
oh yeah, when I really got into collecting, I was still living at home with my parents.
Okay.
That's where I bought the majority of my
Yeah.
collection, was in my teens. Um, but he was never into like the toys. And actually,
Yeah.
he always stuck to the comics. Old school. They were used to the comics.
See, that's crazy you say that because any older collection,
Yeah.
um, speaking of you here, Jerry, any older collector or collection, it's all wrapped up. You know what I mean? So don't you find it fascinating that like we buy these and we display them? You know what I'm saying? Like, because in the past, like if you had like old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or just anything that's older, that was left in the box. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I had some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and I sold them maybe 2 years ago, and those things were in the box for like 3 years that I had them. Never took them
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. And Cash, I'll be honest with you, that's the old school mentality, and I have that mentality. I keep majority of my collection in the box, and I don't know what it is, because you can display it. It's not going to evaporate, but it's that mentality that, oh, you have something valuable, you keep it in the box, you don't take it out.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Jeez, it's a
Uh,
joke.
the freak?
This guy
Oh
is too
man, that's
funny.
funny, dude. That is funny.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. But
So just to ask this here, now with your dad collecting and with you, starting your collection there and now moving on to this, is there any advice at all you would tell your younger self in terms of like don't spend this much money? Or do you feel like maybe nothing that you would change, however, you would pre-order different or you would pay things off different? Because I know your stance on pre-orders,
okay,
but like do you feel like the newer collector needs to know those things?
great question. Um, if I look back, yeah, I wouldn't. if I look back, I would say maybe enjoy the collecting a little bit more. Don't keep things in the box. Pull it out, display it.
Yeah.
And if I tell the new collector, find a focus. Right? Find something you love, but you like Star Wars, you like
Hmm.
X-Men, Spider-Man. Find a focus. Because for me personally, my collection is a little bit everywhere. I got Batman, Spider-Man, Star Wars, a little bit of everything. You find a focus because back then they don't have the kind of product and companies that we have today.
Yeah.
You have 3, 4 companies that are producing top of the line material. What do you choose from? We didn't have that back in the day. It was Sideshow would put out their statue, and everybody would be in awe because Sideshow was really the only contender. Nowadays, we're talking about a lot more competition and a lot higher prices, and the statues are a lot larger as well. So find a focus, and that's pretty much it.
So is there a favorite studio that you do have, whether it's Queen, XM, Hot Toys, whoever, like
Yeah, I I personally don't have a favorite. I just
you
think
don't.
all these companies are working at such a high level. Like I think right now the top for likeness, and again, it's depending on what you're into. If you want um, comic renditions of the character or movie related
Yeah.
renditions, like Queen Studios and what they're producing is just they're just knocking it out of the park. The realism, um, XM as well. Their comic characters, their statues that they're producing. The problem that I find with these companies is, well, not so much Queen now, but for example, XM is the North American distribution. I'm in Canada,
Yeah.
so by the time I order one of these statues and it gets to me across the border, I'm paying, I'm paying for the statue and another statue on top of it, just in shipping.
So do you feel like shipping costs will ever go down?
No, I think they're only going to be going one way. We were discussing this the other day. Actually, it's another great question. We were having this discussion, and we understand. Yeah, this pandemic hit, and of course, business is business. The prices need to go up, but this isn't going to be like this forever. Shipping will go back to normal, and the question at that point is: are these companies going to reduce or retract the increase in shipping? And I personally don't think so. I think that the shipping costs are only going to be going one way, and that's up. That's it. They're not going to retract it. They're going to keep charging you the same, pay the shipping fees, and pocket the rest. So I think we all need to get used to these high shipping fees. And again, collecting now is you need to have a focus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean I agree, man. I mean, even this comment here, Queen Studios bus will put you in the
oh
poorhouse in
yeah,
a hurry.
yeah.
Um,
Well
I
said.
think Queen Studios, their busts are amazing though. I mean, their busts are top of the line, dude.
You're not seeing anything like that anywhere else.
Yeah, not at all, dude. Not at all. So hey guys, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm actually gonna go ahead and pop a question. I'm gonna I'm gonna type it out in the comments and I'll leave it up on the screen and I'll say it as well. And whoever gets this question right will go ahead and win the 16 by 24 Halloween art print. So just 1 second here.
Oh boy,
Yeah, I
it's a
know, right?
beautiful, beautiful print. It's gonna be like a Halloween related question.
It will.
How many times was Jason close to dying?
Yeah.
Let's see who's gonna win.
What is the name of? All right, and the question is set. What is the name of Michael Myers? All right, here we go, guys. So the question is for the
Drum
16
roll.
by 24 art print. Remember what I said, dude. Um, what is the name of Michael Myers' nephew? Whoever gets that question right first, you will win the art print.
Oh
So,
boy.
John, what type of horror movies are you into, if any?
Um, I'm not a horror movie guy. I'm sorry. I'm. We watched. I watched for the first time last week. Nightmare on Elm Street. For the first
Really?
time.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy.
I'm not that. I don't like that scary pop up gore, slit your throat. That's not my thing. But especially like even the Exorcist stuff, like Exorcism
Yeah.
of Emily, I can't do that stuff.
Okay.
Thrillers like stuff like The Shining, I can manage The Shining. You don't
Yeah,
have
old
any.
school stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Um, Gremlins, I think Gremlins falls into that category. Stuff like that, where you get a Ghostbusters. No, stuff like that. Will I'm okay with, but like the gore slasher and stuff, like Saw. You talking about
Yeah.
the Saw series?
Um Saw is cool. Billy the Puppet is like, see, that's the thing. Who's really the villain? Is it Billy the Puppet or is it Jigsaw?
That's a good question.
Because like if you watch the movies, like they it's almost like how the freak does that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't
how
know.
the freak does that happen?
I was done after the first movie. When we were watching the movie and it gets to the end and the guy gets up off the floor, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Everyone said that like the movie's done, dude. Like
Yeah.
it kind of ruined it. It's crazy, dude.
Well,
Crazy.
you can never watch that movie twice without
Hmm.
having that same impact. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely true because it gave it away right there, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what's good? What's good, Astro? What's good, Mark? Appreciate everybody being here.
Hey, Mark, what's going on, brother?
So let me bring this up here. Hey, if anybody gets the answer, let me just go ahead and tell John in the private chat. If anybody gets this answer correct, man, just let me know, John, because
Okay.
like I don't think it's happening. If it doesn't happen in a while, I'll just change the question because yeah.
Sounds good. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Nobody so far.
I know, dude. What the heck, guys? Did I make it too hard? Probably did. It's
There
all
wasn't
good,
a free
man.
print. It has to be hard.
Yeah, it's cool. All right. So, um, have this picture here, and this is the Venom bust by Queen Studios. What is your initial thoughts when you do see this? Like, I mean, what do you think?
I think it's absolutely stunning. Um, they did. They knocked it out of the park. The the mouth with the details of the tongue, that gloss effect. I
Hmm.
think Queen Studios is. That's why I said Queen Studios is right now. I think they're at the top of their game. Where you're gonna find better. This line that they're doing, this bust line. Everyone they've done, in my opinion, they've knocked out of the park. Um, and this is no exception. Look at the teeth.
Yeah.
Is this something you're looking at picking up?
Yeah. I am gonna pick this up 110%.
Yeah.
110%. I was really looking at sideshows for the longest, but this one to
Yep.
me is a much better in terms of the nameplate, in terms of the base,
Yep.
the tongue, the drool,
Mm-hmm.
everything to me is better. You could probably say the eyes are better on sideshow's version. But I just feel like if we're comparing the two and we're looking at the price point of only $150 difference, I think this is a much better statue for that price difference. Now, if the price difference was like way more, then I'd say yeah, just get sideshows
Yeah.
is great. And I'm not taking anything away from sideshows. I'm just not a fan of those simple bases and being able to see the sides like that. I'm just not a fan of that.
Mm-hmm. And
Now,
it's
if I didn't
nice.
have an option, I wouldn't care.
Yeah. It's nice they integrated the nameplate into the base.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it's a work of art. Like this is, I picture a, if you're someone, and again it goes back to whether or not your focus of the collection. If you're someone who's focused on the Queen Studio bus, just walking into a room and having
Hmm.
those custom pillars, which with each bust on the pillar, oh my god, I can it'd be an amazing collection. This
Yeah.
piece will be a pivotal piece in any collection, any Marvel collection. You walk into the room, you see this. This is going to
Hmm.
command attention. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's definitely true, bro.
Bro, nobody's answered this right yet.
I
Yo,
know nobody's answered this shit,
who's
man.
this guy?
Like
I'm not prepared for this shit.
so So John, just riddle me this, man. Riddle me this, man.
Bro,
Were you born in Canada? That's the first question I have.
I was born in Canada with a very European family. But this was the day I went to audition for the Goodfellas sequel that they were.
Looks like Eddie Mendez. Freak. Oh man, that's crazy, dude. So
No, this was like, back in the day, my background's Portuguese. So the old European is like, oh, Sundays you go to church, this and that. You dress in the 9 yards. What is it? The nine, I don't know. They have a saying for it. So this is it. If you ask me if I remember this day, no, of course not. But damn, a pretty good pose.
so you're not like mafia background is what I'm hearing.
No, well, we don't know. But
I mean,
we won't say that live.
oh yeah, right. My bad, my bad. You know, they say omerta is silence.
Oh,
And we
that's
will
my
move
buddy,
along because of what we just said.
my dear friend.
Man, shout out Soprano, man.
Yeah, a huge, huge surprise. Like I was a teenager, and my
Yeah.
dad had the box set, and I got my hands onto it, and I fell in love instantly. Such a good storyline. Absolutely love that show, and it's sad that we lost James Gandolfini so
Yeah,
early. He was so
definitely.
young, so much potential. Um, but it's good to see. I know they just did the. I haven't watched it yet because we don't have HBO Max over here.
Yeah.
The Many Saints of Newark. So it's really nice, and I'm excited to see it. It's nice to see his son kind
Oh
of
yeah. Oh
take
yeah,
the role
definitely.
and command that prequel. So I'm excited to see it, and I think he did. From what I see, it's gotten some bad reviews from what I've heard, but from what I see, it looks like a good movie. It looks like he does a good job. I'll have to see it in person to give my final review. But yeah,
Gotcha.
man,
Okay.
absolutely love it. Whoever, if you guys haven't watched that show yet, I know it's old, but get into it.
Yeah. So what Thor is this right here?
This is the Sideshow Collectibles. This is the OG. You can't even you can't even find this thing on Google if you Google it, man. Holy man. You gotta like put to find this you gotta put like Thor OG Sideshow version. Like there's like an encryption code to get this thing.
You know what's crazy? It doesn't actually look that bad, like compared to like the newer stuff that's out right now. Like it's actually you can tell it's holding the test of time, so to say. You know what I mean?
This is my favorite Thor to this day.
Yeah.
I know there's I think I
I
saw
like that
one.
he's looking up, dude. That's what I
Yeah.
really like about it.
This is the mixed media. So the clothing he is what he's wearing is
Yeah.
material, but the cape is sculpted, which is beautiful. But this was back in I think this was back in around 2008, 2010, around there. So we're going way back. Um, yeah, this was for that time. This was innovative. This was a masterpiece. This was some of Sideshow's best work. Between this and the Doom on Throne,
Yeah.
this was some of their best work.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy. So speaking of Doom,
Oh,
Dr. Victor Von Doom,
the
man.
Doom himself.
Is there a reason why you had to have this? Because you did say, you got this in the did you get this in the aftermarket, or you were saying that somebody was trying to buy it from you aftermarket? Is that right?
So no, I actually got this in the aftermarket.
Okay.
Hold on. Someone submitted an answer, and it's close, but I don't think it's it. So I'm gonna send it to you, and you tell me if it is. 1 second.
Okay.
We won't reveal
Yeah.
it yet. We won't reveal it yet. It's close.
Yeah, it is very close.
Will you accept that? No, you're not gonna. You won't accept that. Okay.
Yeah, it's very close. That's all we will say. You are close, my friend. You are close.
Yeah. So aftermarket. I picked him up in the aftermarket. I mentioned it before. We have something here called Kijiji. Same
Hmm.
concept as like Craigslist and Mercari. You guys have
Yeah.
Mercari in the state.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Local seller. So the guy had posted this back in the day, and like I said, when he came out, we're talking 2005, like 325 price tag. I ended up picking him up for 2 grand Canadian. Yeah,
2 grand Canadian. So what is that like US? Like 1800 or something?
around there roughly nowadays.
Not bad. Not bad.
Well,
I mean, if
Now,
you're comparing
well,
it to nowadays,
yeah, if you're comparing to now, of course, you're right. At the time, you were like, you thought to yourself, "Damn, this thing came out for 300. I'm paying 2 grand."
yeah,
You know,
definitely, definitely.
but
That
worth every penny. This, this statue will forever withstand the test of time, in my opinion. If it's well taken care of,
yeah,
just executed full 9 yards from the top to the bottom,
yeah.
perfection, absolute perfection, in my honest opinion. I don't have one gripe. Um, again, the detail they did from front to back, the back of the throne,
Yeah, the back of
intricate.
the throne is really good. I
Yeah,
also like the what do you call it? Like a chalice or whatever that's right next to him.
yo, we got an answer, buddy.
We got an answer.
We got the answer.
Uh, who got it right, man? You can say it.
Brenton,
Brenton, what's
my
up,
man,
man?
Brenton got it
Let's see here, Brenton. Let's
right
go,
after your message, right after your clue. That's it, brother.
Brenton. John Tate is his name. He actually did die, and he did die in Halloween H2O. If I'm not mistaken, they were all in college that, and I think LL Cool J was in that movie, if I'm not mistaken. So Brenton, you are the lucky winner of the Halloween art print. Appreciate you, man. If you're not already, all I ask that you do is just subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. If you could also do me a favor and subscribe to Collecting Weekly, I'd also appreciate that as well, man. I'll go ahead and put my email in the in here, and you can just send me your information. Like I said, as long as you're if you're in the U.S., man, I'll cover the shipping, whatnot. If you are outside of the U.S., I just ask that you cover shipping, and I'll get this out to you first thing in the morning.
That's awesome, man. Congrats, Brenton.
Yeah, man. Definitely congrats, man. I've
It's
been
always
I
good.
would.
I was
What's
gonna
up,
say it's
bro?
always good. It's always good to see a friend win. Like he's in the community and the chats and everything, so it's good to see that he took it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely cool there, man. I've been wanting to do a giveaway for a long time, so that's pretty cool, man.
I still can't believe this guy pulls out the suit picture. Holy, I wasn't expecting that.
Hey, it's all good, man.
That was good.
But here we go. No, okay. So I want to ask you about this Thanos on Throne. Does this hold a special place to your heart, such as our friend Steve from
Yeah,
Casual Nerd Problems?
bro. You know when this statue came out, um, is it up? Did you put it up? Is it
Let me see.
uh,
I thought I did.
when 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 this statue came out? I It sold out almost immediately, and I'll never forget. I was at a gym on a treadmill. That just goes to show how long ago it was, because I haven't been on a treadmill in freaking in forever. And it came out, and I tried to pre-order, and I missed it. Heartbreaking. He sold out so quick. The exclusive was gone almost immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, this again. I'm a sucker for throne pieces. I'm a sucker for throne pieces. I'll show you actually, if you want, that the portrait that it came with, the extra one.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I feel like this is a piece that there's so many pieces that like you just never got a chance to get, like just being like newer to collecting myself.
Yeah,
Like it's so many grails that like I just missed that on. I'm like, damn, dude, you should start collecting 6 months earlier, man.
yeah, but I don't think his price hasn't gone too crazy. Like you can find a regular I've seen for, I think, a little over 15 US. No,
You know what? I don't feel like you and Casual appreciate this statue enough. I don't, well, there's a game. It's called Rock Paper Scissors, right? And you guys
yeah,
need to play, and whoever loses has to, just send it my way, man. I'll show it some
send it your way.
appreciation. Yeah.
This is some Squid Game stuff over here. Eh?
Hey, I got Thor. I'm getting the Hawk. I'll put him right next to them,
Why
and
not?
make sure he gets that appreciation he deserves, man.
Definitely.
Look at that light up, man. That's crazy. I love the
Yeah,
light up.
light up's awesome. This was the portrait. So he did a really good job. Um, You guys were talking about it on your other episode. Suarez or
Suarez, he did that.
he did that. Yeah.
Holy crap!
There's 200 of them.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And I messaged him directly, and he confirmed, because the guy I bought it from was giving me all this information. I said, I'm gonna message this guy and find out. Yeah, he made two, not 200 of them. My apologies. That was the price. I think 12.
Wow, Jerry,
Only 12 of them.
that's a long time ago. Oh man. Oh man, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I guess back then it was really just rock, 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 huh? There's no papers or scissors. That's crazy. Oh
But,
man, let me stop, man. Art should get me in trouble, man. Let me stop.
but
Oh,
yeah, it's a great piece. If you can find them at a half decent price.
yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah. So looks like here you have. Is this the Mary Jane you were talking about
This is the
before?
one. This was the Adam Hughes, the old school Comiquette line that he did.
So these aren't Bowens. This is Sideshow.
This is Sideshow. No, this is Sideshow.
Wow.
Black
Yeah, this
Cat.
is way before I was collecting.
Oh wait, this is 2000.
Do you still have these?
I still have it. I haven't sold a piece in my collection. I still have all 4.
And that's a She-Hulk and Black Cat.
She-Hulk, Rogue, Black Cat.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. Like,
That's the Mary Jane.
what makes you keep these though? Because like that's just not saying that they're bad, but just like,
Yeah,
how, you know what I mean?
yeah, of course. For me, it's more of an emotional attachment than anything else. I know the first thing you think is, well, why don't you sell them and upgrade? But for me, because like I said, I got a lot of my pieces too. I was living at home. It was almost like the family was getting it. Right, we'd go together, pick them out. My dad and I would go. My mom. It was like a family affair. Christmas would come, and you'd get a little
Yeah.
gift and so. So it's more emotional attachment than anything.
No, I hear that, man. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. That's crazy. And I haven't actually seen too many other She-Hulk as far as like license that is.
Mm-hmm.
Black Cat, I think XM Studios had one, as well as Sideshow had a newer like 1/5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But you don't get that character much, and it's hard to find a perfect Mary Jane that's licensed, in my opinion.
That's licensed. Yeah, there's a couple customs that look superb.
Yeah.
But that's licensed. Yeah.
So, do you think we're gonna get more She-Hulks with the new TV show coming soon?
I think if the TV show does well, definitely. These companies like to capitalize on what's hot at the time, right? So
Yeah.
even the comic book world, people buying CGC comic books and so forth, it's going crazy now. Everyone wants to get in the game before the show comes because they're expecting it to skyrocket.
Yeah, and I noticed that Sideshow now they've started to release like She-Hulk art prints they have on their website now, and it's like, oh, you guys were never doing that before.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
all kinds
just
of stuff.
yeah, crazy, man.
But yeah, same thing with Mandalorian. Man, all these companies
Yeah.
jumped on. I've seen enough Baby Yodas, Grogu's, whatever. I've seen enough of those for years. Everybody came out with one, but it's what's hot. Mandalorian got not only us older collectors and Star Wars fans, a lot of kids got into, the young teenagers and so forth got into Star Wars because of that show.
Yeah, TV show. Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
so it's great to see.
So I'm gonna ask you this because I've been talking to Dennis a lot about the new site, the Venom versus Spider-Man maquette that they have.
Yeah.
Because the Spider-Man is like leaning back when he's like evading Venom.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the Spider-Man right here, and I'm assuming, I know it's different pose, different angles, but have you had any leaning or any sort of like tilting issues with this at all throughout the
Not at
years?
all. Not at all. And he's been I've had him displayed. It's just most recently when I moved.
Where does this peg at?
He pegs into the wall. So that wall piece is all one piece.
Mm-hmm.
With the base, it's attached to the base. His hand pegs in at the top.
Oh, so there's two pegs, the foot and the hand?
Let me think for a second if I can remember. No, maybe I'm wrong. I think it's the actual foot. I don't think it's the hand. I think it might be the hand and the foot. It's both. But leaning wise, you don't have any issues with leaning, me personally. What I have seen with this statue is the peg not going fully in.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen, and which sucks. But this
Yeah.
this Spider-Man statue is one of my all-time favorites. Same with the Venom, the Olivetti Venom. Oh,
Yeah.
that holds a special place in my heart.
Out of these three, I think the Carnage looks the best for me personally.
Really. Okay.
Yeah.
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 I find this to be the Holy Trinity in my. That's what they were back in the day. That's what they were referred to, the Trinity,
Hmm.
just because they display so well. The Carnage and the Venom have that base, which looks like the corner of the building, and then you have Spider-Man. So you can, if you have the space, you can display them in a way where they go well. They really go well together.
Gotcha. So tell me about this Rhino right here. I know XM Studios has a new Rhino coming out. Um, are you interested in, I know you said like you keep all your pieces, but do you ever feel like you'll not necessarily like upgrade as in like I'm gonna sell my old one, but like, hey, I really like that new one, so I'm gonna get
Hmm.
that.
No, I haven't thought about it. I looked at that new Venom, that new sorry Rhino,
Hmm.
and my heart's still with this one. It's
You
gonna
know,
be, it's
I
gonna
can
be.
see that. This
If
isn't a
you
bad one.
No, if you missed out on it, okay. I'd say instead of going to
Yeah.
backtrack, but this one holds such a place in my heart. And then especially the way if you got the exclusive, it comes with a comic portrait, comic rendition portrait. Not to take away from XM. XM is one of the top companies, and the detail they did, even with the taxi, the way they put the comic book number, the first appearance of Rhino as
Hmm.
the license plate, that's brilliant, and I really appreciate
Oh
that
yeah.
from an artist standpoint.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. I think that was pretty cool. Pretty cool nod to the
yeah,
comic.
but in my collection, just with the previous three statues that we looked at, this just
Yeah.
ties in really well.
Yep.
So that's why I stuck with this one. My only gripe with this one is it's like paper mache. It's like lifting a feather. It's not a solid piece.
Oh yeah, it's hollow.
It's hollow.
Yeah.
So I would have liked a little bit more weight, but then again, with more weight comes more shipping costs. So I appreciate
Doesn't
it on
this
that
one
standpoint.
doesn't this one have a alternate portrait that has ears, right?
Yeah, it has more of a rhino look, the animal,
Hmm.
and then it has this one, which is the comic book rendition,
Gotcha.
and that
Cool.
comes with the exclusive.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah,
So right here, is this the same Venom?
same Venom. Yeah,
Okay, this is actually like almost like a closer look for me. I like the arm. I like that left arm, man.
yeah. This is like my favorite Venom. I love this Venom.
Yeah.
It's on the smaller scale, but Ariel
Is it one
Olivetti
fourth or is it just looking
fifth.
smaller because he's
It's comic.
crouching?
It's Comic-Cat, so I think it's fifth scale, if I can remember right.
Yeah.
Same with the Carnage.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, cool.
their Comic-Cat line was fifth scale, but they just go so well together. And the detail, this in person, the detail around the symbiote, around the coloring and all the detail in person, the anatomy of the body,
Hmm.
absolutely gorgeous.
Cool, man. Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. I could see that because I do feel like if I was a like a person who were like not so much of a newer collector, if I have been collecting for a while, I can certainly see how like just not that need to upgrade that character. That kind of brings me to another point as well. Like, do you feel like there's gonna be as many Grells moving forward as there is in the
No,
past? I don't think so either.
I think the definition of Grail has been, I don't want to say watered down, but
Mm.
there's just every piece that's coming out is Grail status. Every piece these companies are producing is
You
it
think
looks like
so?
the when I say Grail status, I just mean the way the statues are being executed.
Oh, they're so good now.
They're so good, exactly. They're
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
level.
yeah.
Back in the day, it was like, okay, you'd get 10 statues, maybe three of them would be that kind of quality.
Y-
Now
Yeah, yeah.
it's not just one company producing such quality pieces; it's all of them. They're executing this,
Oh, I get what you're saying. Like
you
back
know,
then, Rhino, the only place you could get it from, for example, would be Sideshow. Like there was no competition.
there's no competition, and
Yeah,
it's not only that, a sideshow wouldn't be, yeah, there would be no competition. What I'm
yeah.
saying is the level of productivity and the execution of the statues back in the day is different than today. Today's standards are very high because the collectors have set the standards so high. If a company starts producing statues that collectors aren't, hey, you know, this is missing, this paint's off, that's off, online is like an uproar. The chats and everything explode. The companies don't want, they're executing these statues to the highest of their ability. And that's why when I say Grail, it also depends on how you define Grail. What's Grail? A statue that sells out immediately and you can't find, or a statue that when you walk into your collectible room, your mouth hits the floor every time because you can
Yeah.
appreciate it. Everybody has
Yeah.
a different definition.
Yeah.
This
I
one
hear
here,
that,
buddy,
man.
$249 when this released. $249.
Yeah. And today, this would be easily 690 brand
The,
new.
the exclusive I've seen for 1,000, 1,100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
Crazy, man. Crazy. So, talk to me about these Punishers here. I know, uh, from, you know, Rodney from DCX would certainly appreciate these.
Yeah,
I like the one on the left, the
the
most out
most.
of these.
Yeah, I agree with you. Again, this is the same artist who did the Venom Olivetti. Such a beautiful piece, man. I love
Cool.
it.
So why in this one do you have two?
Why? I'll be honest. I was kind of young and selfish. I don't want to say selfish, but maybe blindsided. The one on the right is the classic suit that they did,
Yeah,
and the exclusive only has an edition size of 350. So when I
yeah,
saw that, I'm like, okay, I got to jump on it. Even though it's whatever, a lot of people didn't really like the way they executed it. The edition size kind of made me make the purchase, and I don't have any regrets because it displays really well.
yeah. That's definitely more old school comic look, as
Yeah,
far as the suit. The way he has his like belt and stuff. Like that's pretty executed, pretty clean.
yeah,
I just like the base on the other one a little
yeah,
bit better. Not necessarily the statue himself, but just the base.
yeah. Definitely. Well, it tells a little bit more of a story. You kind of get
Yeah,
the scene that he's in or the environment that he's in. You can kind of picture, and it's just a badass statue. The way he's holding the gun and in person the anatomy. It's just he's massive.
yeah,
I appreciate it from an artistic standpoint, definitely.
definitely, man, definitely.
I
So,
almost had a panic attack though with the one on the right because I had him displayed,
oh yeah,
and when I was putting him back in the box, the styrofoam had another spot for a portrait, and I'm like, what? I don't have another portrait. So I had to go on Google on Sideshow's site and Google what it came with. I don't know why they
dude.
didn't.
That's so crazy when you have to ever go back and look for an old statue because
Oh,
like you have to it's so hard. You have to type so much into
yeah.
Google just to find it. It's like, damn it, Sideshow.
What are you gonna do?
So I wanna talk to you about Iron Studios a little bit. Specifically about the X-Men line that they're going. Couple questions. So one, how do you feel about this warpath for one? And then also, do you think they're getting over their heads in terms of like, okay, you're gonna give the community, I don't know, I'm just gonna say 31 tenths X-Men.
Yeah. So this is staying within that 1/10 line, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. It's all
I'm.
for the larger Sentinels, but it's like, who's really gonna be able to display the all the Sentinels with every single proximity piece? Like that would, I mean, of course, there's gonna be somebody who's gonna do it, but like just to think of the space that's gonna take,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
I appreciate what Iron Studio is doing from a business
Certainly,
standpoint. From a business
certainly.
standpoint, I really do. Because what I think they're doing is they're throwing. It's like fishing. They're throwing the hook into the
Yep.
1/6 community of figure collectors. The ones that, and that's just how I feel. I feel like you have guys who are getting just got into the hobby maybe a couple of years. If you they really haven't dipped their toes into the statue community yet, but they're looking. It's getting their attention. And what
Right.
this does is this just offers a smaller scale that
Smaller
will
scale.
allow the figure collectors to display statues the way they do figures, right?
E-
At an
I see what you're
affordable
saying.
price. At an
Yeah.
affordable price.
Yeah.
You could complete a line and have a whole X-Men display. Or the one downside I see about this is I don't want Iron Studios to get in over their head, because when you start focusing on so many projects at once, you know where it starts lacking? your quality control. And you see
Yeah.
it. You see it with some of their statues. You have some of their statues like this looks great.
Yeah, yeah.
Artistically, it looks great, the paint application and so forth. But you see statues like their Scarlet Witch and their Vision, well
Yep.
executed.
Yep.
But then you jump into their quarter scale Ahsoka, and it's like, what happened? Like, did the person fall asleep when they were sculpting the portrait? Not to be rude or anything, but it's just that the ball was dropped. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's great to just want to come into the community and be able to offer a little bit of everything,
Hmm.
but you have to take it in stride, one step at a time, and make sure that what you're producing is at that level that the companies around you are producing at. But I
No,
think
yeah, I
this is
agree.
great for entry level collectors.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree, man, because I got Colossus, and when he came in, he had some like it wasn't like dust. It was more of like a powdery makeup type substance that I had to like basically take like a baby wipe or like a Lysol wipe or
Really?
something. Yeah, and I was just like, what is this? And it's like it's something like what you're saying. Like, you guys are pumping out so many statues, so many different projects. So we're like, QC is failing. And then also like the saber tooth, it came in and there's a chip on one of his claws. The
Yeah.
claw isn't broken, but it's not painted black. Granted, nobody will ever see it. It wasn't really worth me to contact them,
Yeah.
but it is still like, okay, those are two statues that I got around the same time from you guys. Let's maybe slow down a little bit, make sure these projects are coming out correct. But I'm all for it for what they're doing, what they're putting out. I love the fact because they're giving you statues that nobody else is going to give you, especially characters such as Warpath. Ain't nobody making this
No.
besides a custom.
Yep. At this scale, even.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely.
what's nice and what I like about this 1/10 line is it's affordable. If you want to complete a
Yeah,
line, you can complete a full line and have it set up nicely, and they all go well together. That's what I can appreciate. But I'm not
yeah.
gonna. If I start getting damaged pieces, I'll 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 drop the company very quick, really quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, no, I hear you on that one, man. This Logan, I'm definitely picking this up. I like the way it looks. I like the claws. I like
Yeah.
the portrait. Everything on it. I like. I'm picking this one up for sure.
The anatomy of the body,
Oh
spot
yeah,
on, and it's nice to see him in this outfit as opposed to that yellow and the one that we've always seen.
man, dude. Isn't it starting to get played out with that damn yellow man? I don't know. That's just
Well, you know
like
what it is? It
damn.
sells. That's the thing. It
Yeah.
sells because that's people's favorite outfits, right? And these companies are going where the money is.
Hmm.
They couldn't give two rats asses about listening to. Some of them do. Some of them listen to feedback and so forth. But at the end of the day, they're going to go where the money is, and that's where the money is. So it's nice to see them tackling this rendition of Wolverine.
Definitely, man. So, how do you feel about this guy? Like, especially this one and this one, because that's the one thing I do think cool about Iron Studios is like they'll come up with some random characters that I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's the community in Brazil, probably.
It
I'm not
is.
for
It is.
sure, but I'm like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough for me here, and I don't know about in the states if this is a known character, but I've never seen these characters whatsoever.
Yeah,
So
me neither. Me neither.
it's from what I heard, it is back home in Brazil that's a well known character,
Yeah,
but I don't know for a U.S. release, I think it's weird.
crazy. Hey, so this is all you right here, man. I'm just asking, like, what's up with the price? That's all. That's the only question because
This
like, there's nothing you can say about it. It looks great, so I'm not even gonna talk about that.
it looks great. The prices, I wouldn't pay that at all. Like
What's that?
that's
2250?
2250 something like that. That's outrageous. Highly detailed, great
Highly.
LED feature.
Yeah.
The other thing I don't like is how Doc and Marty are kind of their backs are to each other. I would have liked them turned a little bit more, or just a little bit more of them together. You know what I mean? To get that vibe. But
Yeah, and
correct
I
me if I'm
mean,
wrong. I think that statue splits though. Like you can display them separately. So I guess you can kind of
exactly.
yeah. So you can do it that way. But
I
that
don't
DeLorean, it's a beauty.
I don't find this movie accurate though, because if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it is, because I think this was took place in that alleyway when they first got to that time part.
Oh,
And
I'd have to go back and rewatch it.
yeah, because I think
Yeah.
Marty was going to like that mall or some like not mall, but like I don't know. He was going one way. Doc was gonna stay. Like I gotta rewatch it, but like I
Hmm.
just don't know if this is movie accurate as far as like the pose or the direction, like you were saying.
Now, what I do like that Iron Studios did is they did a Marty sculpt, and the first
Yeah.
one that they showed us was atrocious. It was really bad, and the community was of an uproar. They weren't having it, that's for sure. And they actually went back and gave us this portrait, which is it's night and day.
Oh yeah,
So I do
definitely.
like that they take the time to listen to the collector, and they took the feedback
Hmm.
and look, they executed. But I'm gonna be honest, at this price, and I know we're statue guys,
Yeah.
but I'd almost go with the 1.6 DeLorean by Hot Toys at that price.
How much is that?
Well, that's going for about two now Canadian, so you probably get it between 15 and 18 US. But there's rumors that they're going to be issuing another one this week, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, that's man, these prices.
Yeah, the prices are, and that's goes back to our how we started off the show. It's you got to choose a path. You got to stay focused.
Exactly. And speaking of prices, um, how do you feel about the price of this Venom? Now it is gonna come out, if I'm not mistaken, 1350. Like I said, it's only $150 more than the sideshow version. It's 576 edition size. And it is set to come out quarter 2 of next year. First of all, do you feel like the release date is not too far off? Like it's cool for you?
What was the
Um,
release date once again?
quarter 2 of 2022.
Yeah,
So
it's around the
6 months,
corner.
give or take.
Yeah, it's around the corner. I think it's a fair as long as they can stick to it. I,
Yeah.
I don't mind getting a statue, a figure, whatever early,
Hmm.
but just don't give us a quarter 2 uh,
Yeah.
estimated ship date and then push it back. That's where we have an issue. It's always
Yeah.
better to
Yeah.
give us a later release date and then push it forward than
Push it
give us an
forward.
early
Yep.
one and push it back. So
Yep.
that's fine. Price wise, I think it's fairly priced. Like you said, 150 compared to the sideshow, and you're getting the way they executed this bust with the integrated nameplate into the base and everything. I think it's
Hmm.
well executed, and I think it's a fair price.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I agree too, man. The fact there's only 576 of them, I like that completely
Love
a
it.
lot.
Love it.
Not
Are
too
you
many.
an edition size guy?
I'm not an edition size guy, but however, I only like it on this instance because I know it's going to be compared to sideshows. Sideshows doesn't have an edition size, and I know if I ever did need to sell this one, I'd be able to sell
Yeah,
it
of course.
if
Yeah,
if that came to that.
yeah, which is great.
So
Yeah, because sideshow, it's an open edition. They can make more at any time.
anytime, yeah, exactly.
Anytime. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Ark says, I can't wait to buy Sideshow Venom Bust when everyone sells theirs for the new one. You walk into Arch's collection, it's just Venoms everywhere.
Yeah. And Dennis says Carnage is coming, man. So
Oh,
they're gonna make a Carnage to compare with it. I think that's cool. Right
you
on
gonna grab
time for
it?
the movie, obviously. They know what they're doing, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Would you
So
grab the Carnage to go with Venom as a companion piece?
I can't say 110% I would. I can definitely say I'd grab the Queen Studios comic version Spider-Man to go with it.
Okay.
But the Carnage, I can't 110% say I would. I'd be perfectly fine with my premium format as my only Carnage piece. Venom is my favorite Spider-Man villain. Venom and Green Goblin. So if they were to make a
Yeah.
Green Goblin bust, I'd be on that. Yeah. But life
Oh,
size busts are pretty big, man. They're pretty
oh
big,
yeah.
dude.
That one behind you right there is.
Yeah, that's pretty big too, man. I can't wait till I get that thing painted. And once I get it painted, it's gonna pop. It's gonna pop, man. Cause sideshow, y'all put some pretty dull paint on it, man. So
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah, their QC is
Well,
out of the
technically
door
not
quick.
sideshow, Hollywood Collectible Group, but still.
Yeah, but Sideshow's in the same boat.
I mean, yeah, they don't exactly listen to the fans, which is cool about XM Studios, cool about like, Twitter heads, companies like that. I definitely wish companies would listen a little bit more to the fans. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we are the ones, paying the money. So, you know,
And it's not only that, but if it's only going to last so long that they keep producing and running their business the way they are until they're going to hit a wall, and people are going to be like, well, no, we have four other studios that are giving us excellent work. They're listening to us. Why should I buy from you?
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, are there any pre-orders that you have coming or you're thinking about pre-ordering, or is there anything that you're paying off here recently?
I don't have anything paying off because I'm a stickler for pre-orders.
I keep trying to get you, man. I keep trying to get you.
But that Batman, the White Knight on the bike, I'm I'm so tempted,
Okay,
so tempted.
so two things. First of all, let me address this real quick with Arch. Sideshow Spider-Man bus. I don't like the fact that he's leaning forward, right? I don't like the fact that he's leaning forward like that. And like I just don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like how it looks. When you pull that one up, it just doesn't look right to me. That's first off. Um I just don't care for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that you can go wrong with either or though, personally. When it comes to the Venom bus or the Spider-Man bus, whether you go with Queen or Sideshow, I think both of them are great. What your guys are gonna get, so I would just pick up whichever one you feel like you like more. Maybe whatever's better for your pocket. Kind of just whatever you're thinking. You know what I mean? That's what I would do.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. So, John, man, let me ask you this question here, and I've been asking this question as well. So, I gotta ask you, if you were a super villain, a superhero, or a super villain, which character would you be, and what power would you have?
That's a tough one. I don't know. Maybe I'll go with the generic answer. I thought about it. I thought
Okay,
about it, and I was waiting to see if you were going to ask this question. I think Superman. And the only thing I want, I don't need no superpower. I don't need super strength. I just want to be able to fly. That's my thing. I want to fly. What's what?
out of all the powers he has, you just want to fly.
I want to fly. I don't want to hurt anyone, and I don't need to protect anyone either. That's not my job.
Oh man, dude, that's
We'll leave
funny,
that to the
dude.
police. Okay. I just want to fly. I don't want to shoot webs for my wrists. No, I want to fly.
I
No,
can hear it. I mean, so what would you do with the flying power? Like, would
bro,
it
I
be to
travel the world,
escape
man.
or travel the
Escape.
world?
What am I escaping from? There's no. Oh, are you giving me like
Well,
a
you're not saving
scenario?
people, so
But are you giving me a scenario where we're getting
you,
under attack or something? Yeah, if
no,
an
no,
aliens came or something, maybe I'd go help. But I just want to travel. I don't know.
no. Yeah, you're having one superhero or one supervillain's power, but only one power. It's for any reason. I mean, if you want to save people, cool. If you just want to use it for personal reasons, cool. You're saying Superman flying.
Superman flying's my answer.
I hear it. I hear it, man. That's cool.
He's not my hero. Batman's my hero. He doesn't have any powers, but he has money. But that wasn't part of the question. So
I mean, no. Let's get into this debate, man. Let's get into
okay,
this debate.
sure.
Is Batman a superhero? Do you
I
have to have powers to be a superhero?
No, I don't think you need to have powers to be a superhero. I think the
Okay.
willingness to a superhero is not based on the power. I think a superhero is based on what you do, whether it be with your power, whether it be with your goodwill as a person. Kids grow up and they
Mm-hmm.
some kids will turn to their dad and say, "You're my superhero." A dad doesn't have any powers. A dad doesn't, you know what I mean? He'll love his son, his daughter, try his best to go to work, provide this and that, and
Mm-hmm.
try to protect them. That's the superhero. I don't think it's you have to be the most powerful. Am I getting in too deep? Is this too
No,
Shakespeare?
no, no, no. You're good, bro. You good, bro?
Or yeah, like we talk about Batman. He has money.
Is he considered a superhero? Sure. It's not the money that makes him a superhero. It's what he
Right.
does with the money that makes him the superhero.
Right.
He uses the money to come up with these gadgets and so forth to help others, to protect Gotham in this instance. How many people have money that just are greedy and don't care about anybody and don't help anyone?
Yeah.
I'd never say that, Joe.
This guy, man. What's up, Mojo? Appreciate you being here, bro.
What's going on, brother?
So I want to ask the chat this, man. So before I get to the last question with John, I have to ask this question from the chat. So everybody, please beware. I was talking to this with Steven the Collector. So shout out to Steven. I want to talk about Wonder Woman and specifically Gal Gadot, not Linda Carter. I want to talk about Gal. Okay. So if we're comparing her, and I'm talking about for the role of Wonder Woman, and we're going off of looks only, not acting skills, just straight up looks.
Okay.
Do you, John, and as well as the chat, please go ahead and answer this question, chat. Who would have been a better Wonder Woman? Gal Gadot or Angelina Jolie? And I know how that sounds. I know how that sounds. All right. But I'm looking, and I'm kind of like, you know what? I think Angelina Jolie would have been a better Wonder Woman off of looks.
She would have had to. She would have had to be on that flipping red meat diet because she'd need to be gaining some pounds.
Okay, so look at this picture here, right?
Okay.
This is Gal Gadot right here, right? Mm-hmm. Looks. We all know this is Wonder Woman, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go to this picture right here. Angelina Jolie. You can't tell me that's not better Wonder Woman.
That's
dude.
Angelina Jolie back in when?
Look, come on, John. We're not doing all that part, okay? Just right here, okay? You can't tell me the similarities aren't there. I mean, I'm not saying sisters or twins, but you can't tell me the similarities are there, man. Come on, dude.
Yeah, I agree with you. I see where you're coming from because when
facial structure, lips, all that. Come on, man.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
but
we'll do a side by side here. We'll make this work.
We'll do it for the people.
Yeah, we'll do this for the people. Look at that. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Tell me what you guys are thinking. We got a side by side comparison up here. Who would be a better Wonder Woman?
I don't know. I'd have to stick with Gal. She has the eyes. You know what Angelina Jolie has? The eyes. That's what that face. That picture, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from with that picture. But it would be a very fine line. It'd be a very fine line to walk.
Okay. Who would you rather be saved by?
Well, Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't care at that point. I wouldn't care at that point. I wouldn't care at that point. No, I just wanted to ask you guys, man, because like I was thinking that, dude, and you know what got me thinking? There's this commercial with Serena Williams, the tennis player, and she's dressed up as Wonder Woman for some promo thing, and it got me thinking, who could be a different Wonder Woman? And I was watching what is the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, and I'm like, dude, she could have done the role if they started filming this character like 10 years before.
Yeah. Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith was her prime.
Exactly.
Or Tomb Raider, when she was doing Tomb Raider. That was her prime time. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Yeah, bro. But you know how much they'd have to pay Angelina Jolie to be Wonder Woman?
I mean,
we were talking about this the other day. What they did with Justice League, I think they dropped the ball with Justice League. When you compare it to what Marvel did and how they executed their whole build up to the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
I think the Justice League, the DC world, they dropped the ball there.
Oh man, this is crazy, dude. So people seems like the majority of the chat, as well as yourself, is going with the current Wonder Woman. I mean, looks like I'm not getting no love here. So it looks like they both look good, but if we're basing it off of today, they're obviously going with Gal, but if they're basing off the past, then potentially, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh man, yeah, I'm not really feeling that one either, Arch, man. That's definitely crazy. Freaking bad. Like, she hooked up with Bad Santa, dude. Think about that, man. Bad Santa. Think about that. That gives you hope, don't it? That gives you hope, don't it? This man played Bad Santa. Think about that. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. He was packing something.
Hey, it ain't presents. Oh man, that's crazy. All right, man. So here's one of my final questions for you. And you know, Mount Rushmore. This is literally my favorite question of the show.
Oh boy, I feel this is gonna be a tough one.
And the thing about the Mount Rushmore is when we put it in the basketball terms. All right, Rome, appreciate you being here, man. Have a great rest of your shift, and you know, peace out, bro.
Take care, Rome.
So when we think of Mount Rushmore, we think of, you know, like the top NBA players, basketball players, football, hockey, Wayne Gretzky, Jeter, Babe Ruth, you know, whoever the greatest of the greats are, man. You know, 4 statues, Hot Toys, 1/10, 1/6, you know, 1/4, 1/3, whatever, past, present, that's coming out that you don't have. What are your top 4 grails, whether in your collection or not? And can you give me a 5th honorable mention?
Jeez, this is like you need a week to prepare for this question.
Hey, it's off the top of the head, man.
I'll go Doom by Sideshow. Doom on Throne.
Okay.
By Sideshow. I'll go Thanos on Throne by Sideshow as well.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go Mythos Vader.
Okay.
By Sideshow.
Okay.
That the Batman White Knight. We haven't seen it. You don't want to do that? You don't want to do...
I mean, it's your list. My bad. It's your list. My bad. It's your list.
Released. You want released. That's fine. We'll do released.
No. It's your list.
No, it's okay, guys. I saw that in your eyes. You're like, oh, this fucking last... Just end the show. That's what he was thinking. 3. That was 3, right?
That's 3, man. That's 3.
Okay. You're going to give me 2 seconds here so I could go back and think. Okay. Queen Studios... I don't know if I should say this one. I was going to say the Selena Kyle on the bike, on the Batpod.
Okay.
And
honorable mention.
The 5th one, eh? I'm just trying to think. Of all time, eh? The best of the best.
5th one, your honorable mention. The one that can't make the list, but you just want to show some love.
You know, I want to show Iron Studios some love. I want to see the Iron Studios. The Mandalorian. The quarter-scale Mandalorian they did. I want to show that some love. And I know there's tons out there. But then there's other one. That was 4, though, right? That was 5.
That was 4 plus honorable mention. Okay. Yep. You know what's crazy? More. What is it? Just throw it out there. It's all right.
XM Doc Ock when he's robbing the bank.
Really?
That holds such... I really love that piece. Really.
Do you have it?
I don't have it.
I don't have it either, but I want to get it. Yeah. I want to get that Doc Ock, man. Yep. Yeah, I want to get it. You know what's crazy? You didn't say Superman Hush, which had made it both episode 1 and 2 on the Mount Rushmore. Okay. But if I'm not mistaken, Thanos has made it... Thanos or Doom has made it both times. I can't remember which ones. But Superman Hush, I was surprised you didn't say that.
I'll probably get shot in the community, but
that's all right.
I'm not going to say I'm not a fan, but it just doesn't ignite my fire, that one.
Doesn't ignite your fire?
If I'm a Superman fan, collector, yeah, that's probably the best, one of the best renditions of the character.
So it doesn't make you clap?
It doesn't make me clap, no.
Get it? Doesn't light your fire? The clap? No, it's fine. Human growth and development, kids. It's all good, man. It's all good. Nah, no, it's all good, man. I truthfully think that Thanos on Throne is great. Mm-hmm. I think Doom on Throne is great. You know, Superman Hush to me is one I want. Doc Ock is one I want. Obviously Hawkman's one I want.
Oh, of course.
So do you
There's so
feel
many.
like, and I want to ask as well, like, what is a grail to you? Like, do you feel like the throne pieces as well as those top tier museum pieces are grails, such as
Mhm.
Superman Hush, Hawkman, the thrones? Are those more grails because of like how they're positioned, how they're poised? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, for me, a grail, a lot of people look at the term grail and they'll have a different definition. You can ask a lineup of people and everyone will give you the different definition of grail. The edition
Yeah.
size, the value, size, the way the character is depicted, like you were saying, a museum, so forth. For me, I think it's the way, I don't want to say the way it makes you feel, but, it's like someone who really loves a statue and they've worked really hard to attain that statue.
Mm-hmm.
And then you finally get it. To me, that's a grail for me personally, because it's something you wanted. You know how much hard work you had to put in to get it. When you walk into your room, you see it. That's a grail. Hard to sell, hard to let go. It may not be a grail to someone else, but to you personally, that's
Yeah.
my definition of a grail. Yeah, a low edition size, that'd be great. Hard to find, skyrockets in price, great. But that'd be my rendition. How it makes you feel when you look at it.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, a grill is kind of it's one of those pieces that I never sell, but more than I never sell, just one of those pieces that I'd never sell, but also that I know is sought after. You know what I'm saying? Not really basing it on the ES or the price it was or the price it's going for, but just like for me, a grill for me, like you mentioned, it would be Doc Ock. That would be a personal grill for me. That's one that I want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would be one of those statues where it's like, yeah, if it's 1600 right now, I'm gonna pay the 1600 for it if I had it. You know what I mean? Like I want that statue, so I'm all for having to pay a little bit higher premium for it.
Yeah,
Is there any
exactly.
one statue out there though right now that you are looking for on the aftermarket?
At the moment, no.
Well, not
And
like about to buy now, but one you would want to get in.
that Doc Ock, that Doc Ock and the Scorpion, they did. Like, I never got to dabble into XM just because of the shipping and everything. It's really
Yeah.
hard to get it here, and I'd love to dabble into that company because when I went to pick up this Thanos, the guy had the XM Scorpion, and
Tell
you
me how
see
much,
it.
man.
He wasn't selling. That's the thing. I
Oh, it
asked him,
was
"Are
just
you
at
gonna
his
sell?"
house.
He was at his house. He's like, "No, I can't sell that one." You see it online, and
Yeah.
it's nice, but in
Yeah.
person, it's breathtaking.
So you know how you go to a grocery store and as a kid your parents are shopping, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'd always, venture off to the toy section or the video games or the books or whatever. Don't you wish that we could do that as adults now with statues? Like
Of course.
I wish I could see that scorpion before making that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pay that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
of course. And the thing here is that's what local comic shops used to do. You know, local comic shops used to buy the statues and have the figures and have everything on display and you can go have a look. It's not like that. It's not like that. Everyone's ordering online, getting it shipped. But that's a great point. But how do we tackle that? How do we tackle that issue?
Yeah.
These companies do a showcase maybe once a year of their statues, their upcoming statues.
But so we'll get into that. You got time, right, John? You got a little time.
Oh, like time is I make time, buddy.
Oh, okay. I mean, it was a yes or no question, but I got you.
Okay, yes.
So, we'll get into that real quick.
Sure.
We'll get into that.
Ark saying, "Cash, they don't have grocery stores in Canada. Read a book." I don't know.
Damn it. So, what's your thoughts on that topic, though?
What do you mean? Like, how to tackle that issue?
Yeah.
Look, I feel like in this hobby, there's a good thing.
From a business standpoint, though,
Well, from a
because
business
they're gonna think business.
standpoint, it doesn't make sense for them to give us what we want. from a business, like in the sense that we want to do a showcase, we'll travel and showcase the statues so you can see it ahead of time. From a comic book standpoint, comic book store standpoint, it doesn't make sense to order sideshow statues to have on display, because that's how my local comic shop used to work. They order sideshow statues,
right,
put them on display, and sell them that way. That's where I bought a lot of my collection.
Hold on though. But even when they do their cons, a lot of the stuff they're showing us, like they were showing the Superman with the Brainiac hat, the one the head with the one that Casual has, and it's like, come on, dude, that's a great statue. But let's be honest, we've already seen that on their shows as well as online.
Yeah,
you can't keep showing the same stuff every single con, dude. Like, I mean, who's back there in the PR department that's like approving this anyway? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's every con's like that. Sideshow Con, the NYCC, this Sideshow Con that we just had, and NYCC. What was that? We just came back from a global pandemic. This was your opportunity to make grown men and women cry with excitement, and that's what we got. That was a travesty, an absolute travesty. It was everything we've seen already. We got to see what from the Sideshow Con, the PCS Leatherface statues. All right, they did a good job, but come on, where are the heavy hitters that we want to see?
Yeah, and I agree with this comment right here. I do strongly agree with that. And it's almost like, you ever notice I think you guys should probably go and watch there's a conversation that I believe Jerry, Arch, and maybe Ryan were having. I'm not mistaken on the third person, but I know Jerry and Arch were having it, and they were talking about edition sizes. Don't you feel like when it comes to the edition size, as well as the exclusive statue, as well as the collector's edition, that with those cons, they're just throwing them out there just to get rid of them? Like, yeah, the CE has sold, but the EX is still here. So like, we're gonna freeze a Mr. Freeze and gain some traction on it. And I'm not trying to down, like, I don't want to sound like, you know, like I'm ripping it like that, but like, it just seems like it's doing random stuff, like, to sell it.
They're not thinking, in my opinion, they're not thinking of the fans. They're thinking of, well, how are we going to sell these statues? Let's show these. This is what we want to sell, so this is what we're going to bring, and we're going to do what we can do, everything we can do to sell this. We're not thinking necessarily of the collector, and you know what I mean? But guys, like, I'm tired of complaining. That's all I do. I complain. It's about everything, because there's so much to complain about. We need these companies to wake up. Remember San Diego Comic-Cons, man? You used to like get pumped a month in advance just to see all the releases, new stuff, and this and that. We're not getting that, and that's why I'm saying this was a missed opportunity, because we had that slow period in the world.
Mm-hmm.
This was their opportunity to come with a grand slam.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I just wish that moving forward in the future, you know, more people are obviously able to go to the cons, you know, with the global stuff going on, as well as like, you know, just other things, dude. You know, and actually, I'm gonna show this real quick here, man, because like, you know, I'm gonna show this. All right.
Mojo made a quick comment. He said, Sideshow is a store for statues and not for collectors. They don't care about the collectors.
Great point. Great point. Can you see this Mr. Freeze?
If I squint, yep.
If you squint, whatever. Check this out, man. Just tell me, does this make you want to buy it? I just want to know. Does this make you want to buy it?
Hold on a second. Was this their actual marketing?
Yeah. Damn, it just makes me want to spend $720. Wow. Doesn't it?
That's crazy. That's...
look at that water drip on my statue.
Oh, we got a scratch mark. Another $100 off. This, by the way, you could pick this one up at Sideshow Seconds.
At Sideshow. Shout out Paul from Sideshow, man. This guy is just putting on a face, man. Shout out Paul from Sideshow, man. I just want to, just say that, man. No, I'm just playing everybody, guys. I don't mean any hate towards Sideshow. It's all good. I just kind of question the con stuff that they do. That's all, man. I want to be able to give the fans more, give back to the community. That freeze is definitely good in person. I do agree there. It's a piece I would get myself if I wasn't going in the direction of collecting all 1/3 DC. I would definitely get that, man. But hey, John, I do want to say, man, I appreciate you being here.
Oh man.
Guest number 3. So I really appreciate you being here, man.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I had a blast. You're doing an awesome job. Look, man, I think you're tackling an area of streaming that's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's one thing when you get a group of guys and they're chatting, 3, 4, 5 guys together, you guys bounce ideas. But when you're doing an interview with questions and it's just 2 people, that takes a level of expertise and Cash. I got to tell you, you got it, man.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I will say this, man, after watching a couple people, and then kind of finding my niche and bringing something different to the community, I definitely appreciate it, man. I want to get, there's a couple people on here I want to certainly get on. We will also have some special guests that are a lot more known in the community, such as working for working in the community, far as from a business standpoint. So we're gonna make sure we get those on shortly. But I've been meaning to ask this. I've been seeing the gender assignment gun, and just that name alone, it makes me laugh. And we saw this, if I'm not mistaken, on Astro's channel. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you being on Astro's channel as well. But man, that name there is something else, man. You gotta leave a comment who the hell are you, man? That's crazy.
I'm laughing at Ark's comment. Like always, he comes after me, I appreciate him though. Thanks, John, for coming on the show. Always love hearing a female opinion on things. Fucking guy.
Hey, inclusion, baby. No, it's funny.
I love you, brother.
Oh man, dude. No, like I said, bro, it's great having you here, man. I think you guys are doing pretty good things over there on Collecting Weekly. Shout out Mario, shout out Zach. Shout out Dean, man. Danny Lee, Eddie.
Yeah, don't forget Eddie, man.
Oh man, you can't forget Eddie, man. Hey, hate to see it. No, Eddie, aka hate to see it.
Yeah.
Danny Google Lee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
If you don't know anything, Danny's gonna find out. Wait 1 second, guys. Danny Lee.
You give that guy 3.5 seconds, you got your answer.
Oh man, hate to see it, man. Honestly.
Yeah, man, it's a great community. Everybody's that's what's so important is everybody, even you, Cash, Steve, Ark, everybody working together and just keep it a happy community, man. Talk about what you love and have a good time.
Yeah, definitely, man. And all you guys have some great collections. And I feel like with the community, the best thing about it is being able to share this experience with other people. Because for me collecting, in my area, there damn sure isn't nobody here collecting. Like I said, the closest person to me is Mr. X. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're me, Mr. X, Chris, from Batman Statue Collector. We're pretty much holding it down for the Midwest, man. It's literally just us in the middle of nowhere, man. UPS be like, what the frick you buying, man?
No, but what's great is with technology now, it's like we're all together. Based on this, we're neighbors, man. You don't know, we're right next to each other.
Slow the maple syrup drippage down, John.
You know you love it.
It's all waffles. Good, man. Waffles, man. Some what do you call that? Syrup. I'm not a fan of Canadian bacon though, bro. Just not a fan of it.
I don't know. You're the third person that. What's Canadian bacon, man? Bacon's bacon. I don't know what Canadian bacon is.
So in the store, it doesn't say Canadian bacon for you?
No, man.
What does it say?
What's Canadian bacon when you buy it? What does it look like?
I mean, it says Canadian bacon.
But is it strips or is it like a circular?
All bacon is strips, John.
Bro, I've never heard of Canadian bacon. Is it maple Canadian bacon, like maple flavor?
No, maple. We have maple flavor bacon, but
buddy, I don't know
what when you go to the supermarket, like what does your bacon say?
It says turkey bacon. That's what my bacon says.
No, dude, not that crap, man.
I buy turkey
the
bacon.
Real bacon. What does the real bacon say, John?
Gotta maintain this body.
Yeah.
No,
you need to switch to some real bacon, dude.
It just says bacon, huh?
Damn. Oh man, dude, what the hell? That's because you're in nowhere. What the freak?
We have
crazy,
ham.
Dude.
I think you're getting bacon and ham mixed up.
No, dude, I know what ham is. We all have ham. Ham is from a pig.
So is bacon.
Turkey bacon is from a turkey. I would assume. And Canadian bacon is, I don't know, maybe it's like the foot of the pig. I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, man, I definitely appreciate you being here. It's a pleasure. I appreciate you guys inviting me over on Collecting Weekly. It's certainly an honor being able to be on there with you guys, chop it up and just, talk statues, talk pop culture. Like I said, there's so many other people I want to get on here from time to time. Some heavy hitters in the game, such as people who own storefronts, people who paint customs, people who are very big in the aftermarket. So you guys can guess the names that you want, but we'll try to get who we can on here when we can and bring you guys the best of the collecting world. Definitely want to get Arch on here. Mojo want to get you on here. Vane 21 got to get you. Just going through the comments real quick. Edwin Diaz, man, I see you in the comments, bro. If you ever want to get on here, we can make it happen. I know everybody's schedule's different, but we'll certainly make it happen. Shout out Luke too, Dennis Perez, Casual.
Yeah, Dennis. What's going on, Dennis?
Hey, you guys need any type of information, hit up Dennis, man. Dennis is one who's great for the community, certainly wants to give back, and he can hook you guys up with some great people. Also, I did get the email as well to send off the Michael Myers art print, so I will get that sent out first thing in the morning to Britain. So appreciate you subscribing. Appreciate you being a part of that. And then I will show this one more time. This here is Pennywise. It is a 11 by 17. This was drawn by my friend Vic. And Vic is a great artist. And this could be yours. This will be on the next live stream. I believe this will probably be given away before the next Cashing Out show. I think I will be doing a Halloween stream probably this Saturday. I'll post it, so you guys are more than welcome to come on. It won't be too much statue talking. We're more or less just going to talk about all things horror, all things sci-fi, a couple horror statues in there, things like that. But for the most part, just pop culture with the movies and stuff like that. So you guys are more than welcome to join that stream as well. Anything else you like to say, John?
No, man, it's been a pleasure. Everyone in the chat, you guys all rock. Thanks for tuning in. And Cash, man, you're the man, man.
Hey,
like CNN's looking for someone, man. I'd fucking be looking at you. I'll tell you that.
I appreciate it, man. Again, everybody, appreciate you guys for being here. And remember one thing. Hey, if you ain't buying it, it's cash out or I don't know. Cashing out, everybody.
Put some cash in your life. Put some cash in your life. If your cash ain't right, if your cash